Okay, Jake Cox, we are here, West Ham unofficial. We're outside McDonald's. Other outlets are, of course, available. Mike, how are you?
Yeah, good. A lot better now, mate. Now we've got a full tummy.
We've signed a striker.
Oh, of course we have, yeah. He used to be a right back, but he's a striker.
Yeah, right winger, right back, centre midfielder, left winger, cam, striker.
Sure, he could have played in goal as well. But it's great news. No, the guy deserves it. He really deserves that contract. Yeah. He's worked hard. And he's even the comments we've heard this week about he wants us to sign another striker, so it gives him competition. Well, for me, that's a proper West Ham man.
Well, definitely. Of course, if you don't know, Antonio has signed a 2-year contract extension to 2024 with an option of an extra year. Is he 31 now?
Yeah, he's got a few years left in him.
Yeah. We need to sign another striker. Antonio wants as well. That's the key. Antonio's now coming out saying, I want some competition, because it doesn't matter how good or bad Antonio plays. If he's fit, he starts.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. He knows that. But yeah, with the comments he's made, he wants a bit of pressure put on him, which is great. We've been lucky, stayed fit, and let's just keep our fingers crossed that he's going to stay fit, for at least to the end of the season. Well,
exactly, yeah. Other news, sources are saying for around €12 million, about £10 million, Issa Diop is being linked with a January move to Newcastle. Newcastle in desperate need of centre-backs. Just doesn't feel right, that.
No, well, we're down to our last two. We can't let him go. He's he's had a few games where he's struggled a little bit, but he's still only 24. I mean, we got to keep hold of this guy. We need 4 centre backs.
Yeah.
And we know that the long-term injury to Ogbonna, so we got to keep him. We can't afford to let him go.
No, I mean, you look at it. What I've been saying is, if we could get back what we paid for him, £23 million, and if we had a good 3 or 4 centre backs there as backup, and then we could get the likes of a Nat Phillips or a Tarkowski for less than that, I'd be for selling him. I'm not his biggest fan, but it just, with the circumstances at the moment, it's just not possible.
No, it's just impossible. We cannot let him go. Unless, like you say, we bring 3 in.
Yeah.
And we'd have to bring 3 in to let one go at this stage because of the long-term injury, and hopefully Zuma's going to be back before too long. But then we're only one more injury away from that again, aren't we? So
even if we do get rid of him, though, that leaves the players that we've got left there, and we're selling. I mean, if we do, we need to play the cards right, because Newcastle have got a hell of a lot of money. We could, if we really wanted to sell him, we've got to be smart.
Yeah, we'd have to be smart, but it wasn't that long ago. They were talking about 50 or 60 million, and
Mourinho, Man United
was interested. So I know we've sold players too cheap. In my mind, we've sold a lot of players in the last couple of seasons far too cheap. Look at Haller. We let him go easy. I know he didn't fit the mould, but he went too cheap. Look what he's done for Ajax this year. So we can't do it again.
We are over a week into the transfer window. We haven't signed a player. Are you getting nervous yet? A week in, no movement.
Not really, because we all know something will happen on the 31st of January, don't we? It's the West Ham way.
Yeah. David Moyes did his press conference for the Leeds FA Cup game yesterday, and in it he said that we've had no solid bids for outgoing. So at the moment, I mean, they said at the start that they would listen to offers for the likes of Fredericks, Yarmolenko, Masuaku, players like this, but no official bids in yet, so there's no outgoings currently on the table.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. If you're going to take Yarmolenko, he's going to want big wages, and his performances just haven't warranted it. Full stop.
I mean, if you walk through it, you've got Yarmolenko on big wages. I'd keep Fredericks. It's not on a very big amount of wages. He offers something different to the side. Yeah,
I know we've got an abundance of right backs, but he does give you something else. He's got that extra pace, hasn't he? So I mean, we can't afford to offload players at the moment. Full stop. No matter what position they're going to play in. So unless we got 3 or 4 coming in.
Yeah. Out of the rumours that you've seen over the last week, who have you fancied? Who have you went, yeah, I'd like to sandal at who we've been rumoured with?
I think he's a good player, and he's proven he can do it in the Premier League.
Yeah.
There's a problem there, obviously, with him and Rafa, but I'd like him. I think Aaron Criswell's getting no younger. He's obviously had this injury. You know, we need another left back badly.
Yeah.
Moyes, I don't know whether he thinks there's a problem with him. You know, a mental problem, or I don't know. But the guy can play, that's for sure.
Definitely. And the strikers, we've been linked with that Gabriel Barbosa, Jonathan David, players like this. Pretty decent players.
Yeah, they are. You know, obviously Newman's come in and he's been doing some work over the last few months, obviously.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good track record, so yeah, hopefully we can these rumours become reality.
That's the final thing I want to talk about is Rob Newman. A lot of people were saying, oh, well, what's the point of bringing this guy in? We haven't done anything yet. We've been linked with some pretty good, solid players, though.
Yeah, we don't really know what he's done and what he hasn't done, do we? You know, only time will tell, really, won't it? You know, so... And I know I was joking about the 31st of January, but it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek comment, but hey, you know, it could take time, you know, and so I understand that these deals can't be done just like that. You know, there's a lot of loopholes to go through first, but we got to start getting on with it.
What we did in January, in the summer, was we didn't know about the players that were coming in. It was just medical and done very quickly, and we didn't. An IT case, nobody had a clue about it. Do you think this is what we could be doing? We are getting linked and getting players in that we just haven't been linked with and haven't got a clue about.
Well, maybe, you know, like we used to moan about everything being leaked, and our owners spouting off all the time. Now they've stayed quiet, to be fair to them, and so maybe something is changing in the right way, and hope it's changing for the good, that these leaks don't get out there. You know, I've said that every time we get in, gonna be interested in a player. Newcastle going to try and gazump us because of the money they've got, but maybe it's a good thing to keep it quiet.
And obviously the loan players have come back. Now I think somebody said that if they play in the FA Cup on Saturday, they can't go back out on loan again. We brought Coventry, Anang, Odebeko, all of these players back, especially Odebeko. Final question is, with Odebeko, do you think this is giving the opportunity for Oko Flex to be, put up into the first team full time? Yeah,
I should imagine so. You know, they've got to have a 23 squad as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know, they can't just drag someone out. If they drag someone out in the 18s, and the 18s have got to have someone else. So, I mean, they need these guys. We need everyone, all hands on deck at the moment. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see Okaflex giving a go. He's got, he has played at Celtic, I think, and so he has got some experience. So I'd like to see him give a little go.
Final thoughts, Mike? Anything else you want to add?
No, not really. I just hopefully we put out a decent side against Leeds tomorrow, because you look at what Man City did last night. They're serious about it, and I want us to be serious about the FA Cup.
Let's hope so. Thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you.